welcome to WCT, Witchy Chick Tea. I'm your witchologist, Ahvay. Here at WCT, we'll be taking on ratchet emails you guys send me regarding all things drama, kink, or tea-worthy. I'll respond with my personal intuition and readings from my tarot cards. Some of these emails are crazy as hell, so if you're easily offended, this channel ain't for you. Kink, drama, tea. You ask, I answer. If you have a topic to discuss or need a reading, email me at witchychicktea@gmail.com. And now, with my familiar big boy at my side, let's see what's brewing in my pot. Up first, and I hope I'm pronouncing this chick's name correctly, Sinqua from PA. Ahvay, I've been with my boyfriend for a minute now. I normally do the laundry in the house. I don't know what the hell is going on. Lately, my man drawers be having yellow to brownish stains in them. I'm like, are you shitting yourself at work? Do you need man diapers? Because if he does, I ain't with that. Look, I know people are not perfect and they have their things. But I ain't signed up to be no one's damn nurse. I'm young, there's no ring on my finger, and there won't be. Not with him shitting in his drawers. Some may say this is a small situation to complain about, but the shit is turning me off. He wasn't like this in the beginning. Not only does he have those dirty drawers, but his dick stinks. I tried. I really did. I don't know what's going on. Why this is suddenly happening. Or has it been going on the entire time and I'm just noticing it? But if that's the case, why does his junk stink? My friends believe he's creeping and not washing his shit before coming home. What do you think? You know, we tend to go to our friends when situations like this happen. And, you know, sometimes a lot of different opinions aren't always the best. Now, that's not in every occasion, but in some, it's not. Let's see what my intuition tells us. And Sinqua, let me tell you, sis, that's a very unique name, by the way. So let's get in it. When I first read this, I'm not even going to lie to you, okay? I did laugh a little. Stains in the drawers, I don't even have words. But what I'm picking up on here is that this isn't a medical situation. You didn't really know what was happening because I'm getting that you recently began doing the laundry. So you weren't privy to seeing those stains or evidence, if you will. I'm getting twins. I'm getting mirrors. I'm picking up that this man is bisexual. I don't know if he's ever revealed that to you, but I'm not picking up on that reveal. But there's some things are going on that you do need to check. I think you need to have a real talk with him. And unfortunately, I think this is a situation you're going to have to let go of. I say this because he never revealed that he was bisexual, which took your choice of accepting to deal with that knowledge or not away. With that said, being a bisexual person doesn't mean that you can cheat because you fancy both sides. Your loyalty is to the one you're in the relationship with at the time. So no, that still equals cheating, and if he doesn't see the difference in that, then he's never gonna see it. So that will be an ongoing situation. And the stains, honey, that's just nasty as fuck and shows his sense of self-worth. I think you need to have that talk with him and prepare yourself to make your exit. And now let's see what the cards have to say. The first card says, severe heartbreak. And again, I normally don't tell anybody to leave the person that they're with, but in certain situations, if it's not good for you mentally, physically, then yeah, you have to do what you have to do. And I'm picking up on that heavy. This isn't good, and it's not going to get any better. The next card says freedom, good luck. And that's what I'm telling you. You're going to have to leave this situation. I would still have that talk with him because you need to let him know that you know. And you need to let him know that this isn't cool. It isn't cool. You know, maybe he's gotten away with this type of shit in the past. Nobody pulled that card, but you need to let him know this shit isn't cool. And to put someone in that situation is really fucked up, okay? But you definitely need to make your exit plan. If you don't, I'm telling you, I'm not picking up nothing good happening. Nothing nice. The last card says, circumstances cause you to be weak. And this is what I'm saying. Yes, you liked him when you guys got together and everything. And I don't pick up that he's been bad to you. Like during the course of the actual relationship, he hasn't treated you badly in your everyday dealings. However, that holding back that valuable information and leading you on in something that's not true, that right there isn't good. And then the running around behind the back, because when you do these things, you're messing around with people's health and their life, potentially, and that's not cool. That's not freaking cool. If you're gonna go out there and fuck around and get some disease or whatever, especially something you can't get rid of, why should I have to deal with that shit too? You understand what I'm saying? So my life gotta be shortened because of some shit you went and did. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, y'all. And you don't need no cards to tell you that. That's not cool. So you have to love yourself enough to, yeah, you got to let this go. But I would definitely have that talk with him and let him know. Okay? Up next, we have Nev from Connecticut. Ahvay, I already have a son with my baby father. We've been together 3 years. I am now pregnant with our second child. Well, a few months ago, I found out on IG that there's another girl expecting his kid also. People have been messaging me and sending me pictures of him and her together. I confronted him. He swears he was drunk and it was a one-time thing. So, I drew the pictures in his face. And you guys know, like I said, I give it to y'all rough, raw, and real. I read these emails the way they sent it, and this actually says, so I do the pictures. But I'm going to fix that because I believe that she meant to say I drew the pictures in his face. He swears they were photoshopped, that people are jelly of us and are trying to start shit. And then he gives me a ring. He swore it was all about us, our family. Why am I now receiving pictures of the same chick with an identical ring? I want to know what's really going on. He seems so sincere when he swears that all of this is just hype from haters. He is a pretty decent dad. I'd hate to break up my family over doubt. After all, he keeps reminding me that he was straight with me about getting the girl pregnant. He also says it may not be his, as this was a one-time thing. What's bothering me is the pictures. It's not like there's only one. And why would people go to the extreme to Photoshop them? It's not like we're rich or famous. Can you give me some clarification? Love, you honestly don't need my third eye on this. In your heart of hearts, you already have the answer. You just don't want to accept it. There isn't that much photoshopping in the world. I am picking up on these pictures, and there's been quite a few. The messages and the pictures that you're getting on IG, they're not just coming from one source. So all these people would not be photoshopping different pictures of him and this girl in different clothing and but in different settings. Baby. I know it hurts, but you have to admit what's happening right in front of your face. I mean, this man is playing all up in your face. Let's talk about the ring. Now, how would somebody have photoshopped the exact ring that you have on your finger on someone else's finger? Unfortunately, the situation is what it is. Now, you have to determine whether you're going to forgive him and give him that grace of forgiveness. And if you do, then you can never throw this in his face again because you accepted it. You forgave it and moved on. I can't tell you what to do. The cards can't even tell you what to do. All we can do is give you our insight and reveal what the spirits are saying. These are the tellings from divine ancestors. And if you choose to not listen, then whatever happens moving forward is the choice that you've made. And those consequences you have to accept. What you need to do, what you really need to do, is take some me time. Really think about this. I don't see it getting any better. I don't even see that this is the only girl. And from the messages that I'm picking up on, you've been told that there have been other females. And some of these females have reached out to you. So again, you can choose to be Ray Charles about this, or you can open your eyes and figure out your worth. And if you feel you deserve better or not. We can't feel it for you. You have to know. Feel and believe your worth. And now, let's see what the cards have to say. And before I delve into that, I just want to say, again, when I read these emails, I try to read it with the passion that I'm picking up when I first read it. So with the passion from the email itself. I'm not the best voiceover actress or whatever, but I'm trying to read it with the same energy that I'm pulling from the email when I first read it. And with this situation, I do get the heartbreak, and I understand that. But in things and matters of the heart, we have to be honest with ourselves, because a lot of times, we already have the damn answers. And we just don't want to admit it. We don't want to face it. So with that said, let's see what the cards have to say. The first card says, empty reward. And what that means is that this is not going to pan out to be what you want it to be. There are empty promises. There has been empty treatment, if you will. This is just a situation that if you continue in this vein, nothing is going to change. It's going to be the same old. So right now you're at a very precarious situation, because here it is. He's giving you this ring. But this is your Hail Mary. You're at a threshold right now. You can choose to go forward into what will turn out to be a farce of a marriage. Again, an empty reward. Or you can choose to say, No. To look at the situation for what it is and know your worth and decide to go a different route, which will change your fate altogether. So again, you're at that pinnacle and you have to determine and decide which way you're going to go with this. The second card says hope, inspiration, calm. And see, this is what I'm telling you. You might want, and I'm not even going to say want because that's the wrong word. I'm clearly picking up that you do want. You want this family. You want this family image. You want to be a wife. And I get that. Nobody wants to stay a baby mama or the girl on the side or something like that their entire lives. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a wife. But what do you want to be a wife to? You understand? Because you already know the situation. So you're stepping from one title of girlfriend to now wife. That's not going to make anything change. That's not going to change him overall. I'm not sure how old you are, but have you ever heard the saying, a dog can't change his spots, a leopard can't change his spots, things of that nature? Like, it's not going to change him. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want to be a wife of? What do you deserve? And you have to go forward from there. The next card says, listen. Listen. And that's what I've been saying. You have to. Listen to your inner voice. Listen to what your own intuition is telling you. Because it's not leading you astray. Take you some me time. You're pregnant. You need to calm down. You don't need all the stress. But you really need to think. Maybe go to your mom's house for a weekend or something of that nature. Hey, rent a hotel room for a weekend. Take you some bubble baths, get you some candles, and just really center on yourself. Okay? Hit me back. Let me know what happens. Up next is Damian from Florida. I heard about you and your cards from a friend. I'm actually in a 3-way partnership for a well-known nightclub. I met my current boyfriend at our bar. We've been a thing for 2 years now. I began entertaining the idea of asking him to step up from boyfriend to husband a few months back. But since then, I've noticed little things that give me pause. I have my own account, but we do have one together. I've noticed money missing here and there, maybe 75 to 150. Also, there's been a change in his attitude. He's quick to jump on the defensive. His eyes are sometimes glassy or squinting. My business partners have warned me that they think he's using. I haven't seen any evidence of that, save for what I've already stated. We've been off of condoms for a little over a year. My partners urged me to get checked out and go back on them ASAP. I have doubt, but I don't know anything for sure. Can you help? You know, I really hate to be the bearer of bad tidings. I really do. But in this line of work, a positive outcome is not always reality. I am picking up on some negativity surrounding him. I'm picking up on some type of counterfeit activities, like self-medicating. So I do sense that there's some drug use going on. My suggestion would be to sit him down and have a serious and in-depth conversation with him. And try to find out why. What has happened that he started using? Because I'm picking up that this is recent. This hasn't been long-term usage. Be willing And that's only if you feel in your heart that you love him enough to do so. Be willing to help him get the help he needs. I don't pick up on any cheating. I don't pick up on that at all. I don't pick up on any malice coming from him to you. But what I am getting, what I'm getting is murky. Something has happened. Something has happened that turned him to this self-medicating. And he's using that to numb what has happened. It's just very murky for me to see exactly what it is, but it's like muddy water moving. So I can't see exactly what's happening. But something has happened recently. And he's self-medicating to try to get away from the pain. Be there for him and talk to him. This is not a time for judgment. You have to be prepared for what he has to reveal. Okay? If you're really serious about the relationship going forward, you've got to be prepared for what he has to reveal. And I'm going to tell you this, I can't see it, but I sense that is something heavy. It's something heavy. Okay? Now, what I really want you to do is talk to him. Hit me back. I'll do a private reading with both of you guys, okay? Mark the email urgent and private. And now let's see what the cards have to say. The first card says, peaceful abundance. And see, this is what I'm saying. I don't pick up any malice. I don't pick up any cheating. Something has happened. And I'm trying to get it. Again, like I said, it's like murky water. But I think this is something from what I'm sensing, what pieces I can get. I think something happened at his job. Something happened. And it's something heavy. As I said, it's something heavy. And if you really love him, and I get that you do, you're going to have to be here for him. You're going to have to be willing. Put them big boy pants on. You're going to have to be willing to listen to what he has to tell you. And do the steps with him. Do what needs to be done. You understand? The second card says karma, phases, fortune. And see, this is what I'm saying. You have to calm down. Release what other people have told you. Because and I'm getting that, you're getting different suggestions, different commentary from different people. No, listen to me. Listen to me. You have to calm down. You have to be willing to listen. That listening is so important to what he has to reveal. Let him know that you are there for him, that you guys are strong, and that anything that he wants to reveal to you, that you are there for him. Okay? I see an emotional roller coaster coming. But you guys can ride that wave together. I truly get that. I truly believe that. And when you do, you're going to get your abundance. You're going to get back to where you guys need to be. You're going to enjoy that fulfillment and what life has in store for you. But you've got to get past this. And judgmental, not talking about it, not dealing with it, that's not going to do it. The next card says, use your time wisely. Take time. And this is what I'm saying. You've got to go into it with, okay. Ooh, okay, shit. He got something to tell me. They're going to be hard to hear, but I love them. We're going to work this out. Then you got to do the steps, okay? And remember, I'm willing to do a reading with you guys. Just have that talk with him. Hit me up. Mark it private and urgent. And I will contact you. Up next is Sean from Cali. People talk about cheating as if it's a whole bad thing. But what if you just happen to find that certain someone and they happen to be in an entanglement but not happy? My sister has been dating this guy for over a year. I knew when I met him that he had the wrong sibling. At first, we both tried to ignore it, but I saw the way his eyes watched me at our pool parties. I noticed how he made it his business to be in my space every now and then. One time, we played a drinking dare game. He and I were dared to kiss, and that was the proverbial door opening. 2 days later, we were in a hotel and have been meeting up at that same hotel for 7 months now. My sister flaunts around the house, head all up in the clouds, talking about this fantasy wedding. And I know it's just that, a fantasy. I don't want to hurt her, but I love him. And I know he loves me. She confided in me that he told her he's doing a full body and soul cleanse and can't have sex. I know that to be a lie because he sleeps with me several times a week. We have discussed telling her. Thing is, she's a head case, and we're both afraid she might try something drastic to keep him. And we weren't wrong. He slept with her recently because she kept pushing. Now she's claiming pregnant, but he swears he wore a condom. I know my sister's lying because she sent me to buy her pads. I suggest that we come clean and let the chips fall where they may. He says he wants to see if the baby is really his before he makes a move. I don't believe there is a baby. But me being a man, I don't have a menstrual, so I don't know how these things work. I have heard that some women can get their menstrual at the beginning months of a pregnancy. So again, I don't really know. What do you think? Baby, I think this is a situation just full of complete and utter mess. Complete and utter mess. Now, yes, you did state that from the beginning. When you met this guy, you felt a connection. And it's obvious that he felt a connection as well. When it comes to matters of the heart, we can't control that. And it's not up to us. You like who you like, you love who you love. When you meet someone and you feel that electricity, you feel that invisible connection, that's not something you did or asked for. But it was at that point where things should have been severed on his end. Because if he felt that same connection to you, he should have cut things off with her then, not continued on. So in this, I do feel that was a missed opportunity there, that he could have gotten out of the situation before it went too far. And then maybe later on you guys could have tried to meet up and introduce it like that. But I'm going to be honest with you. And there's no way hurt wouldn't have happened, because she would still be hurt and angry later on with you if you and him ended up together. It could be a year later, but if y'all ended up together, of course she's going to be hurt, and anybody would be, you know? Now, as far as the pregnancy, I've tried several different ways, and I'm not picking up on the pregnancy. I'm not saying that she isn't pregnant, but I'm not picking up on that. I'm not picking up on it at all. What's really going on between you and him, what's going on between him and her, again, that's all just a ball of negativity because it started off wrong. So you can't expect a positive to come out of a negative. It doesn't work that way. Now, a negative can be turned into a positive, but a positive can't come out of a negative, if you understand what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, a negative situation can be turned into a positive if the work is done. See, there's work that has to be done to turn that negative into a more positive situation. And it may not be completely positive. It depends on that work, and it depends on the situation. You understand? As I stated, you see, even if he broke up with her in the beginning, it just, that hurt. It would have still been there. So you guys have to deal with that. Y'all have to face that. You can't let that be what's stopping you and revealing what needs to happen. If you and him want to be together, I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all got some work to do. Y'all got some work to do because that's going to be a hard roll. And I'm going to be honest with you. I get what you're saying about the sister, okay? I get what you're saying about her. I'm picking up devious. I'm picking up cunning. And she's not the type that's going to take this sitting down. She ain't going to take it sitting down. So if you guys really want to be together, y'all got a little road to get through, okay? Y'all got some blocks in the road because she's not going to take this sitting down. And I think the best thing for you guys to do, y'all need to have a talk together. See if what y'all feeling is real. Do y'all really, really, really want to be together, or is it just good sex? Because if it's just a sex thing and, you know, it's not really love and you can't confuse the two, then I just wouldn't reveal it because it's going to burn out. If it's just sex, it's going to burn out in its own time. But if it's real love and y'all truly, truly feel one another and want to be together and be open and honest with it and live y'all love out loud, then you've got to be prepared to deal with what sis going to throw at you, because she going to throw some shit at you, okay? I want you to, I don't know how you'll tell your sister or whatever, but I want you to really go away for a weekend together. Now, of course, she don't have to know y'all doing that, but go away together. Even if it's just in a different hotel, a town over. Y'all need some real me time. Y'all need some truth time. Y'all need to really sit down and put the cards on the table, okay? And let's get to the nitty gritty. Call this what it is. Is it just good sex? I mean, do you really love me like that? Do I really love you like that? Like, what's really happening between us? Because that conversation, that is going to be the road map to where you guys need to go from here. Okay? And y'all really need to do that. Because what I'm picking up on is just so much negativity, because again, this thing began so negative. So it's really hard to get, let me see if I can try to break this down for you. It's really hard to get a clear picture of what's happening because there's so much negativity. It's like Sonosa's just firing off, like electricity, just shoots of electricity firing off back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. You see what I'm saying? And some type of a round energy ball, just electricity just flying, just sparking off of each other. If you ever seen sparks that come from a live wire or something like that, that's what's happening. So I'm not able to really get a clear picture of what's happening here. But what I do see and what I am picking up, if you guys really, really want this, y'all got a little work to do, okay? Y'all got a little work to do. And you need to go ahead and get it done. Because the pussyfooting around, oh, let's not do this, or oh, she gonna do it regardless, okay? So y'all might as well face that. Okay? Let's take it to the cards. Let's see what they got to say. Arrogant wastefulness. Arrogant wastefulness. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to go through it regardless. You know your sis. You don't live through it your whole life. So now, here's the deal. Are we going to go through this shit together? Are we going to wave this storm together? Because at the end of this, we going to see our rainbow? Or is this just fucking? And, is it really worth going through all this shit? And we going to wind up not being together no way. Just the sex and it's going to burn out. So only you guys can come to that conclusion. Y'all have to have some talks. Y'all have to be real with one another. Keep the clothes on and get it done. The next card says focus, drive, control, determination. And that's what I'm saying. That's what y'all have to. Y'all got to take that time, keep them damn clothes on, and y'all have got to talk. Y'all need to remove yourself from the situation, and that's why I suggest going away so that you can get rid of some of the other distractions that's going around you and actually focus on y'all, on the situation at hand. And I promise you'll have some clarity. But y'all have to do that. You have to do that. And the last card says rebirth. And that's what I'm saying. Once you get that clarity, the result from that clarity, that is the rebirth. That is when things will be clear and you can begin again. Whether y'all going to begin together or whether y'all going to just keep it to sex and separate later on. But once you have that clarity, everybody know where they stand. And you know where to go from there. You understand? And now, the daily tea. Loves, loves, loves. Cheating for any reason just leads to mess and negative reactions. As they say, what's done in the dark comes out in the light. Forgiveness is an act of grace. And it is up to those you've harmed to bestow that particular grace to you. Negativity is a beast all by itself. If you remain in its presence, then all you'll receive is its energy. When it comes to matters of the heart, people want what they want. But are those wants what you need? Positivity does not come from a negative, but a negative can be turned into positivity by admitting and accepting your wrong and asking for forgiveness and truly changing your ways. With that said, if you have a bizarre situation or simply some drama and need to give voice to it, email me. And now I have some private sessions. I'm off to do an energy cleanse. I will see you guys next time. Guys, we are growing. We've changed the direction of the show to give you what you need, want, and desire. If you have a situation you don't want to discuss on the show, email me marked private and help. I cover all things from relationships to haunts. If you need help, you found it. Keep those emails coming, hit that subscribe button, and join the WCT fam.